Bethenny, you look lovely.
Thank you. I wore silver because one of your producers told me this is my 25th appearance on your show, which this silver is the 25th anniversary color or material, metal.
Yep.
And this is the only silver thing that I own.
Well, it's a good thing that you own, and yes, this is your 25th appearance, and you look fantastic. Hey, you texted me recently because you said you were going to do stand-up, and you wanted some tips from me. How did it go?
Well, first of all, I have to thank you for responding and giving me the 3 tips. And I asked a few really serious comedians like you, like Chris Rock and Whitney Cummings and Kevin Nealon, and everyone responded immediately, which really gave me so much respect for the art form and the passion that comedians have for it. So that was really interesting. And it helped because it wasn't that I needed the material, I wanted the structure, sort of the advice. And it went well. I did it for 7 minutes. And like life and like business, because I was prepared and had an understanding of what I was going to do, it ended up being great. I mean, people laughed, it was fun, and I felt confident up there, and I felt secure in what I was doing, which was great.
Where did you go? What club?
It was the only one open. It was called New York Comedy Club, and it was really interesting. I just thought it was really just courageous. I mean, I was nervous to do it, and the idea of it was even worse than actually doing it, like many things in life.
Yeah, and so is it like daytime friendly? What kind of material did you do?
Some of it, I talked about how you go in with your plastic credit card and you get your beverage in a plastic cup and they sell sandwiches in plastic, and then you go up to the cash register to drink what you came there to drink, and it's served in a paper straw. And I did say something inappropriate, but that's where we're drawing the line. Everything in the store was plastic except for the one vehicle that you need to drink the actual beverage, because halfway through the beverage, you're drinking out of like a paper airplane.
Yes.
So I talked about that. I talked about the Kardashians, how I want to meet Kale's publicist, how you're assaulted by massage Kale and Kale Caesar and Kale every which way but Sunday. And there's baby Kale, like the Kardashians have kids too. And so I talked about just the onslaught of Kale everywhere. So it was daytime show friendly enough for you.
It's fantastic. That's good stuff. It has to be relatable. That's the most important thing. For people to laugh at it. You were here last time, you were single, we played a game, you were gonna date Bradley Cooper, that's who you chose. But now, you're engaged, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Are you planning a wedding?
We will have a wedding, but I'm not planning a wedding right now. I started planning a wedding and setting a date, and then it became the only thing that we were discussing, and I just wanted to be in the moment and not be planning a wedding. I'm trying to do things differently and have my priorities in the right place versus the pomp and circumstance. And it is still a pandemic, and it feels weird at my age to be sort of worrying about the superficiality of it all and versus just the meaning of the commitment and the relationship. So it's a sort of a paradigm shift.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad you're happy. You have a reality competition show. It's called The Big Shot with Bethenny. Tell everybody about it.
The show was created out of a true need for me to find my second in command. Anyone who has a business or is taking on too much realizes that you need someone else because you can't do it all. And I've never really taken the time to stop down and find that person. And it just became a situation where I needed that person. I thought it would be an interesting process to cover it because you need to take the time, and it's based on my real business. It's based on my real products, my real brands, real projects going on, and the job is very much real. So it's a pretty warts and all show about what it's like to really keep it together as a business person.
Well, I thought it was a great idea because you're getting paid for finding someone who you needed anyway, and instead of a process of auditioning, you actually get to do a show with them. So I thought, again, that's you making money. All right, Bethenny, we have to take a break. More with Bethenny after this. Your dogs are famous on Instagram. How are they doing?
They're doing well. I actually am training them. They're going to be 5, and I decided that you can teach old dogs new tricks because they do mark. They do pee on certain surfaces, and I've realized that everything that you tell people, which is to hydrate 24 hours a day, and to release your bladder at all times is the opposite of what I'm telling my dogs. I'm trying to get them to hold it in for 4 hours in between walks, and I'm trying to control the water, only do the water before the walk. So it's confusing.
Right. I don't know about any of that. I think your dogs are as you said, I don't think you can teach old dogs new tricks, and I think your dogs are going to continue to pee. Sorry to tell you that. But hey, listen, you got COVID around the same time as me, and I think you had it worse than me, right? Were you in trouble?
I had it for 12 days, and it was relentless. I did not lose my sense of taste, but I just could not get out of it. And it was a fever nonstop, and I did chip my teeth from the chattering, and it was like this monster, like in a movie when you think that you're gonna get out of it, and then the monster's hand pulls you back. It was really brutal. I have to say, I did not expect that. I kept thinking, oh, it's gonna get better. We're gonna get out of this thing. And it went on forever.
Well, I'm glad you're better now. I'm glad that you're over it. But yeah, mine was not as bad as what I've heard from some people. But hey, I don't want to run out of time before I mention your work with disaster relief. Be Strong hit a milestone of $100 million in aid while helping Texans in the storm.
Thank you. It's been great, and I have to always mention that you, in the very beginning and always, have helped me and donated and been public about supporting us, and it's made a difference because, to be honest, having credible people talk about it makes other people donate. It's always been 100% directly to people. We've always been transparent about where the money's going. We've been helping in St. Vincent now, and we did PPE to all 50 states, and I'm really proud, and it just takes one step, and then you put another foot in front of the other, and like anything like business, you become credible in it, and you're able to really make a difference. But I thank you and the Ellen Show so much. You've helped us so much all along the way throughout the 3 years.
Well, thank you for doing what you do, Bethenny. You're always there to help whenever there's anything going on. So thank you for doing that. New episodes of The Big Shot with Bethenny air Thursdays on HBO Max. We'll be back. Thanks, Bethenny.